Welcome once again to the Daily Message. Throughout this week, I've been touching on some of the high points of the short series that I gave over the last couple of weeks on first century Israel, on Israel during the time of Jesus. And there's one final idea that I'd like to touch on just for a minute or so. I said yesterday that the people of Israel were looking forward to the eschaton, a new era, a new age when God would take away the enemies of Israel, the Romans, and usher in a new age when God's sovereignty would be restored in Israel. And along with that belief was another belief that God would send his messenger, his agent, known as the Messiah, his anointed one, who would make this happen. For most Jews, the idea of the Messiah was someone like King David, a great warrior and king who would come from the aristocracy and who would defeat the Romans through the use of force and violence. But Jesus and his followers had a far, far different idea of messiahship. For the followers of Jesus and for Jesus himself, the anointed one, the Messiah, was a poor man, a man who came from Galilee, the backwoods really of Israel, and who came not to preach and to practice violence, but who came to demonstrate the power of love and forgiveness in the world. So as we think about our own faith, as we think about who Jesus is for us, I hope we can think about how Jesus is our Messiah, that Jesus preaches to us and we are asked to follow in his footsteps, just as the disciples were, by not through the practice of violence and force and oppression, not fighting fire with fire, but fighting fire with the power of God's love and peacemaking. Thank you, and I hope you have a great weekend.